Okay, Amanda. Now, write this down. This is not a joke, okay? I hope you got something to write with. I want to do a segment in the next coming weeks. And I do want to do the Dumbass Awards, okay? And so I want you to build me a graphic, okay? And we'll get some cheering music in the background. We'll get a soundboard with cheering music. I want this all to work out, okay? And we're gonna open the envelope. We're gonna have in the category of biggest dumbass, okay? And we're gonna have that. And we're gonna read it, and we're gonna open the sealed envelope. And the Dumbass Award goes to. I'm serious. You understand? Are you listening?
I am. I'm waiting for you to finish explaining what you want.
I just want a graphic. It is the 2018 Good Morning from the Office.
Are we going to talk about who the biggest dumbass is?
Yes, I'm going to have an award show. You've never seen an award show? I'm going to have categories, everything. Now, wait a minute. No, we'll talk about it now. Okay, we'll stop talking about it when I say we stop talking about it. We can have special presenters. You know how like an award show is? We have presenters. Mm-hmm. This is just a rule. A dumbass can't present a dumbass award. Okay? So we're going to open it up. If somebody wants to be a special presenter, want to come on and say in the category of, we'll have the little walking off stage music, everything, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I want the graphic. Next 2 weeks, okay? We're working on 2 weeks, all right? Then I'm going to do a segment on, and it's going to be in the next 2 weeks, of how the yellow school bus changed America. Okay. You're like, really? Yes, I am going to, now you're going to say, well, that's not it, and that's not it, and that's not all, but I'm going to talk about in 2 weeks, I'm going to touch the third rail. And I'm going to, in the next 2 weeks, I'm going to do a segment on how the yellow school bus changed America. Now, what I might do is I'm going to be speaking, and if they watch this, they'll know. I don't think they'll disinvite me, but I'm going to be speaking at the president's team in Bartow County in 2 weeks. And I may touch on some of my material on how the yellow school bus and see how it's received with an audience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I might do that first. Okay, folks, I think it's August 23rd. I'll be down in Bartow County. I'll have to get it. I'll give it to you tomorrow. Speaking to a group called the President's Team in Bartow County. They have a really nice large group, and I will be sharing the time that night with Alicia Adams. Alicia Adams is the district coordinator, I think, for this area, Americans for Prosperity, and she will be discussing, confirming Judge Brett Kavanaugh. Okay, she's going to be discussing the reasons why. It's going to be a great night. I am going to record that. Now, the other night she was not making a presentation. She just spoke. They gave her a couple minutes. Americans for Prosperity. They gave Alicia a couple minutes. But at this night, she is going to be speaking in front of me. So I'm going to go ahead and record it on her reasons why and their reasons why we have to get Brett Kavanaugh on the Supreme Court. And then following that, I'll be talking about fake news at the Bartow County President's Team meeting here in August. Great Americans. Now, just a couple things. I always like to watch the media. Now, first of all, should Donald Trump sit down, the President of the United States, with Bob Mueller and do an interview with him? Or no. They have nothing. All they want is a perjury charge. That's it. Now, our President of the United States is one that has not shied away from the cameras. Our President of the United States is not one that has a big pick and choose who he talks to. He talks to a lot of media. Throughout the years, he's made a lot of comments. I mean, the thing that's interesting about this is differentiating between private citizen Donald Trump, candidate Donald Trump, and President Donald Trump, and Mueller's trying to get him to say something as president that he said as private citizen / candidate. I mean, it's all the above. But this guy, our president of the United States, has been a public figure or personality his entire adult life. So they want perjury. And they really think with all the information, all the tweets, all the comments, all the interviews that he has done, okay, throughout his life, they can get perjury. They've got nothing. If they end today and have to present their case, they've got nothing. Okay. Now, if Mueller subpoenas the president of the United States, this is not going to play well. Okay. This is my opinion. Forget the blue wave. Okay. If Mueller tries to subpoena the United States, the president of the United States, they will try to squash this subpoena to the Supreme Court, but I don't think it'll play well. All right. Now, Ben Nelson down in Florida just yelled something out. Okay, and then hid behind, okay, Rick Scott is still the governor of Florida. Let's get this straight. He is running for Senate against Ben Nelson. Okay? All right. Now, Ron DeSantis is running for governor of Florida. Okay? Now, let's put this into perspective. So Ben Nelson just says, I'll throw a firebomb. That Russians have hacked and gotten into the system of 2 counties in Florida. The election system in 2 counties of Florida, Russians have hacked and gotten themselves into. Well, where is your evidence? I can't tell you. It's top secret. Now, Hillary may not have known what top secret meant. And Uma Abedin may not have known she couldn't send top secret to the wiener. But me, I understand. I can't divulge that information. It's classified. All of a sudden, he knows it's classified, but we have it. Now, the governor, which is still governor, but he's running for the seat, says we've not been made aware of anything in any of our counties. Okay? Secretary of State says we're not really aware of anything in our counties, and obviously on the county level, they're not aware. But Ben Nelson just throws the firebomb out. Oh, my God. It's 2 counties. You see, they want to minimize the need for a governor, but more, they want to stop that Secretary of State having to certify the election through counties. And they want another layer in there called the federal government. If you don't think, read Ben Nelson throws out, okay, 2 counties in Florida have been infiltrated by the Russians. Not provisional ballots. Oh, by the way, that reminds me. Do you think that out of, how many Russians do you think cast provisional ballots in the Ohio 12th? I don't think so. Check those provisional ballots. See who they belong to. I wish we would do that. I wish we would run a report and people would tell us who they belong to. So Ben Nelson throws that in the air. Have you noticed in the mornings, if you listen to, well, the facts remain, they use the word fact. Okay, so I'm listening to MSNBC this morning, Minka, Joe also. Well, the facts surrounding the case. Well, the fact of the matter is, and facts still show us, and we are relying on the fact that, and, you know, and although it's been said, there is the fact. They say fact 100 times with no facts in the morning. I just picked it up, okay? Do you think in Georgia, I don't have time, do you think in Georgia, Uber and Lyft, New York City, we'll talk about that later. Do you think in Georgia, Second Amendment became the main in the primary? Second Amendment, I got a shotgun, boy. I got a shotgun. I got a pickup truck. I'll wrap them daggone illegals up, throw them in this pickup truck. Jake over here will hold them by gunpoint with my shotgun while we tote them down to the border and throw them back across the Rio Grande. And that's me, Brian Kemp, and I want to be your governor. That may have been wrong. I shouldn't have done that. But anyhow, was shotgun, Second Amendment. Donald Trump the primary? Do you think now it's going to switch to the Second Amendment will turn into Hope Scholarship? Well, I like hope, and I hope like hell, and Hope was my neighbor, and I dated a girl named Hope in high school, and I will do everything to keep every hope alive in the state of Georgia for hoping that these kids get a higher education in our communist higher level of education, indoctrination schools in the state of Georgia. I know you don't like that, all right? Stacey Abrams, I'm going to make sure every child in this state has a chance and hope to reach up out of the inner city with hope. So, do you believe that the Georgia election will be keep hope alive? No pun intended. Stay tuned for North Georgia's only online sports show, brought to you by Dave Garner, Instant Replay right now. I'll be back tomorrow morning, Friday, in Blue Ridge, Friday. Special good morning from the office in Blue Ridge, Sycamore Crossing. You want to be on the All-Star Political Panel? We're down 2 on the team, okay? Down 2. We're down 2. We need to pick up 2. Get in touch with me, 706-889-9700. Start traveling. I don't care where you're at. You can drive up here, spend a weekend. Come to Blue Ridge, be on the panel. Get in touch with me today. Take us out of here, Amanda. Instant Replay, Dave.